It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Carolina Panthers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Panthers take over.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
29-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Herbert.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll have a first down inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Complete.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Rams, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
24-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on 3rd down. Baker. Over the middle, complete. It's Lawrence. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Tackled at the 29-yard line.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Panther, 1st down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd
from the gun. Herbert on 3rd down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 60 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
On for the point after.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lawrence. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Baker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. On first down, Lawrence. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, Baker. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. It's Lawrence. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Baker to throw on 2nd down. It's out, it's loose.
Baker's pass complete. A fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Panthers 14, Rams 3.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
McCaffrey. 20! And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And it's 21-3. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jackson now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if the offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
now Baker looking to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Baker's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A 1-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Baker. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Herbert, and he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
By the wide receiver.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, Mgmfl. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
A gain of 7.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Back to the ground attack here. It's Mgmfl. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Mgmfl. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. As opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. To throw is Baker from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lawrence. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down. Blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced to dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And running with power here. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead. And
Herbert has it knocked free.
Joey Bosa. Justin Herbert.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. And that play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Baker on the slant. This is Chark. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
To throw again. Baker. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Baker. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. But may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Baker. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and
now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
From the gun, Baker. Intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And now the throw taken in by Chark, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 11.
Operating from the gun, Baker. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Well, man, open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
From the gun, Herbert. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Baker throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bailey. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Throwing on first down. Baker under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 2nd down now. It's Lawrence. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And it is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them putting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
He was brought down at the 26. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
They'll run with McCaffrey. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
McCaffrey on the carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
At the 32-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
From the gun on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 39. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This is McCaffrey on the give. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 4. It's
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns. Now it's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. Sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play.